blue chip ratios at 0%. Our current media poll rank is 118. That's not where we want to be. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This episode is going to be a Season 3 preview. We're going to go over some of the conference standings, the top 25. We'll take a look at our school and our grades, look at the key recruits on our board, and also take a look at the returning players who I think are going to make the most impact for us. So first things first, let's dive into our conference. All right, the Creole Plains Conference. Louisiana Tech coming in at 82 overall, 84 offense. They've been a solid team the first 2 years of our dynasty. LSU continues to be one of the best, if not the best, in the conference, although their record doesn't really ever show it, I don't think, or hasn't yet. Raging Cajuns coming in at 82 overall, just a solid middle of the road. I think they competed for a conference championship too, if I'm not mistaken. Texas Tech, one of our big recruiting rivals, 83 overall, 85 offense. Rice, I think we're 1-1 against them in the first 2 seasons. Not the best overall, 81, but that's still solid and enough to give us a run for our money. Arkansas State comes in at 84 overall. They're putting together a solid team. Texas State Bobcats, our main rival, 81 overall, 82 offense, 81 defense. Took a bit of a drop from last year. I may take the liberty of boosting their overall just to make our rivalry a little bit more intense. Tulane coming at 84 overall. Here we are, 84. 86. So of the kind of the mid-tier teams, our offense tends to be a little bit better, and so we should be right in the thick of it, playing for a conference championship this year. Memphis comes in at 85. Houston at 84. I maybe misspoke. We are kind of just in the dead heat of these teams that are 84, 83 overall. Texas A&M, 87 overall. So LSU is the best team. A&M not far behind, but neither team has put together solid seasons the last 2 years. You know, Texas A&M made a bowl game last year. If you saw that episode, they were 3-9. I was baffled of how they got in. We'll see how the bowl games shake out this year. But that was pretty wild to have. I think we had 7 teams that were under 500 by 2 games, at least. Most notably Texas A&M being at 3-9 and getting into a bowl game. And then UL Monroe continues to be the bottom dweller at 75 overall. Aside from LSU and Texas A&M being really good and UL Monroe being really bad, every other team is kind of low to mid-80s. And so it should be a battle for that conference championship if LSU and Texas A&M don't run away with it, which they have not yet. So it should be a good year in the Creole Plains Conference. All right, let's move on. In the top 25, we got TCU coming in at 88 overall. We play them, I believe, week 7. So we've got that kind of circled on our calendar. It's going to be a good indicator of where we are as a program. We're going to see what a number 1 overall team looks like. So it should be a great experience for us. Ohio State coming at 90 overall. Boston College gets up to 3. They're 84 overall. That will probably change. Georgia, consistently, they're 89. Tar Heels won the national championship last year. They're 84 overall. Kansas State gets up to 6. They're 81. Michigan, 88. Kentucky at 84. Comes in at number 8. Army is up there. They made the college football playoff last year. 74 overall. I'm guessing that's going to change. UCLA is at 10. South Carolina, 11. Washington, Oregon, UCF, Clemson, Penn State. And I'm not going to read all these, but you can see Oklahoma State, 81 overall up there. Georgia Tech at 22 at 79 overall. So some teams that are pretty shocking to see up here with a low overall, most notably Army, Kansas State, Boston College. So I'm sure we'll get some shakeups in there. Hopefully we can climb into the top 25, top 20 as the season goes. And again, our main goal is to be in contention for that conference championship. And hopefully we put on a good showing against TCU, if not pull off an upset. All right, that's our top 25. Let's move on. Okay, really quick, I just want to check in on our school grades. Nothing in the B's. Everything is C or lower. Not even a C+, just a C. Although I guess technically playing style, we can get an A. Proximity to home, we can. But the ones that aren't reliant on those things, D-, championship contender. You can see here Bud Elliott's blue chip ratios at 0%. Our current media poll rank is 118. That's not where we want to be. Program tradition. You can see it's D-. We're ranked 126th. Conference championships, we've had 1 appearance. Bowl games, we've had 6. We just won 1 last year. For brand exposure, of all the things that go into it, we got 9 wins in 43 national TV games. Streaming games, we got 4 wins and 17 tries. So really got to work on winning those high-profile games. Pro potential at C. We have one guy who's projected 4th to 7th round. I'm guessing that's Abraham, but I think we've got 3 or 4 guys that could go in the 4th to 7th round, if not the 3rd maybe. And we'll see what Ezekiel Abraham does. He's ranked at 94 right now. I think as the season goes, he may bump up into the 3rd, if not 2nd, maybe 1st, depending on how he does. So this grade is going to improve this year, I think. We just got to keep it consistent. Stadium atmosphere, not good. Our home winning percentage is under 50%. Our home attendance is 37% of capacity. We play in the Alamo Dome. It's a big venue, something we do want to eventually continually fill up every home game. But right now, we're not quite there. Team prestige is just at 1 star. Campus lifestyle, this won't change. We're just at a C. I mean, it's not terrible, not great. Academics prestige, this isn't going to change, but we've all heard P.J. O'Connell's pitch on academic prestige. If you find something that you're curious about, the coaching staff will find a way to help you be immersed in that and develop your understanding and knowledge in whatever you're interested in. Conference prestige, this is at a C. You can see how the conference ranks there. LSU and Texas A&M just have not pulled their weight since joining this conference, which we kind of thought they would. Coach stability, we got a D+. I don't know if we lost a coordinator. I have to check again. But our head coach job security is 100%. We've been here 2 years. We have 1 year left. Maybe that's why it's down. We haven't been renewed. And our coordinators' years have been 4. So that's, 2 years each. So I don't think we lost anybody. It's just that head coach contract remaining years. We haven't been extended yet. But when we do, this will go up. And I'm guessing after this year, we'll get an extension. Coach prestige, we're slowly getting there. Coach O'Connell's at a C. The OC's at a D+. Defensive coordinator's at a C-. So slowly we're getting there. We're doing the right things. We're building this the right way. We're not looking for kind of a flash in the pan and some instant success and then fizzle from there. Athletic facilities. This is just based on team prestige. We're a 1 star, but winning a meaningful bowl game would really help here. And playing the conference championship, winning conference championship would help as well. And then playing time, I'm not really going to dive into this. So quick look at our grades. Again, what do we got? 5 Ds, 5 Cs, and then the ones that kind of fluctuate based on the player. So not great, but I feel like we are getting better. We've got a lot of young guys on our team, only 2 recruiting classes in. And so we're trending in the right direction for sure. All right, let's take a look at the recruiting board. Okay, so our recruiting board looks a little bit different this season. As I mentioned in a previous episode, we're only going to have a handful of guys, 2 handfuls, technically maybe, but we only have 12 on our board. These are based off, how many guys we have leaving and the highest needs that we have. So we're going to get Jason Trail in here. We targeted him because of that field general platinum mental. He's got the magician, physical ability, 93 throw power, 88 speed, 96 excel. This guy is going to fit into our offense really well. Next, we got Moses Economos, elusive back, athlete, 92 speed, 90 excel, 90 change of direction. I mean, our backfield is stacked already, but he's just going to be another weapon back there. All right, Juan Ringo. Accidentally put too many points onto him, and instead of taking the points off here, I took Ringo off the board, so I had to get him back on, get a scholarship on him. So we're at 245 points. We're not going to give any points to Juan right now. We're going to see how this plays. We got to be really strategic with our numbers. But Juan Ringo coming at 93 speed, 94 excel, really good agility, 88. Spec catch is 78. He's got the road dog and clear-headed mentals. So we'll leave him as is. Move on to Maurice Cox. Left tackle, power tendency. We've got to put 50 onto him, as you can see. But we really like what we see out of him. Left tackle, 85 strength. Pass block is 79. Run block is 76. Benji Darling. Nobody else really after him. We'll leave him as is, but 93 strength. Really good to see out of a guard. He's got the OL, rally, mental, and the road dog. Lead block is 77. Acceleration at 74. So he's going to be able to pull and clear some running lanes for our running backs. Next, we've got 2 Busbys. Courtney Busby at left end out of Rosemount, Minnesota. We're going to get 50 into him. But you can see 89 strength, 80 speed, 78 pursuit, 79 power moves, 75 tackle. Really solid numbers here out of the kid from Minnesota. His cousin, Frank Busby, out of Mississippi. Really going to have to battle for him. But you can see 89 strength. He's a speed rushing tendency, D tackle. Maybe somebody that moves to left end. I don't know if I like the speed rusher tendencies at D tackle, but he could fit there. He's got the strength to do it. Eli Dingle, 2-star, pass coverage, right outside linebacker out of Baltimore, Maryland. You can see James Madison, Virginia Northwestern, all hot on this kid. We're going to throw 50, hopefully scare some of those guys off. But Wanko, same deal. Outside linebackers, they're a hot commodity in this game. And so we're going to get 40. So 2 solid 2-star outside linebackers for us here. Next, we got Bobby Vernon, athlete, run stopper, middle linebacker. You knew we were going to go after an athlete, run stopper. This is the guy. 91 speed, 90 acceleration, 84 tackle, 77 pursuit. We'll probably keep him at middle linebacker. We'll see how our safety room kind of shakes out, but I'm planning on keeping him at middle linebacker. You can see we only have 5 points left. We had to make some decisions here, as far as who we really go after. I think running back isn't the biggest need, so we'll get Economos to 25, and then that allows us to get 30 on Vernon. We got to make some ground here on Vernon, actually. And I don't think these 2-star guys need 50. Like Dingle, I think 25 will be a good base for him. That way we can get Vernon to 50. Dingle, we can add 30. And there we go. Okay, next we got Dontello Anthrop. You can see his speed at 88. He's a zone tendency. Acceleration's at 81, a little bit low. But for the amount of zone coverage we play, I think he can develop, and that acceleration won't be that big of a drawback. And then last, at free safety, we got Alejandro Mandarino, 93 speed, 89 excel, 2-star gem out of North Palm Beach, Florida, 85 agility, 81 change of direction, zone coverage 66. So we really like his speed coming into the program. All right, so there you have it. These are our 12 guys. Coach Al has done his homework. They fit the culture. They're in alignment with Coach PJ O'Connell and his philosophy. So really excited to recruit these guys. I'm guessing we can put together a good recruiting plan and get all 12 of these guys. Busby makes me nervous. These Busby guys. Cox may be a battle. These top 2 may be a battle. And then surprisingly, these 2-star outside linebackers may be a battle as well. Vernon, I'm hoping we can jump up. And then Anthrop and Mandarino, hopefully we can hang on and get them late. All right, that does it for recruiting. Let's go check out some of the key returning players. All right, our starting quarterback is Sateki Singh. Has really stepped up the last year into this year. Just a normal development guy. He's maxed out. I believe it's 83, but he's got the gold field general. Can really read the defense well and put us in good positions to have a successful play. He may be able to extend his sleight of hand for play action, it looks like. Maybe extender as well. But everything else, maybe pull down. Maybe he gets bronze pull down this year. And he can improve mobile deadeye. But off platform, he is maxed out. So hopefully as he develops, he unlocks these things. I wish it was like College Football 26 and we could determine what we unlock. But he developed well for us. Let's look at our top 2 running backs, Ezekiel Abraham, Rich Bickerstaff. Abraham, again, he was an elusive back. We moved him to tight end, moved him back to running back. He's a receiving back, star dev. He jumped to 95 overall. Still has room for these caps as he goes this year. He may jump into some of his physical skills. I believe because he's not elusive back, he can't get the shifty, which he had, which is a little bit of a disappointment. But I think for the sake of the dynasty, we wanted him at a higher overall. But Ezekiel's been a 3-year starter for us, I think. Oh, this will be his 3rd year. All right, on to Rich Bickerstaff. He's kind of played in the shadow of Ezekiel. They came in together, but Ezekiel has carried the rock most of the time. And so let's dive into Rich here. He definitely plays a slot for us. I think this year he's slated as a slot receiver. Just want to get him more touches. I like his skill set. He has room to develop more power. But Rich has been a cornerstone in this dynasty for a while. Not getting as many carries as Ezekiel, but again, plays that slot position for us. And we did get him more touches this season. Okay, at fullback, maybe the backbone of our team here. Brian Campanaro, star development, maybe elite development, fullback. Yeah, elite development. I'm actually going to make him a captain here. Does a tremendous job. You can see he still has room for route running, blocking. We have some formations we like to put him in, get him some touches. But as far as attitude, effort, preparation go, Brian is a guy who leads by example. Okay, next, left tackle, John Costanzo. 90 overall. You can see his physical. He's got platinum inside shields, ground and pounds at silver, mental, bronze team player, and gold winning time. 6'6", 288, junior out of Frisco, Texas. So one more year of development with him. Really going to be a staple on our offensive line this year. All right, next, Kevin Vasquez. But you see the physical. He's got inside disruptor, outside disruptor, option, recoup. Mental, he's got the DL rally at bronze, and then fan favorite at gold. I believe he moved to left end last year, but run stopper tendency has done a great job for us. All right, also on the defensive line, Derek Sisk, run stopping D tackle. He moved over from end. I think him and Vasquez switched spots. With Derek having 68 speed, I thought he fit better at D tackle. 88 overall. He's got those great physicals, inside, outside, option, disruptor. All right, next on defense, Vilvario Dillard. This guy, this is his third year starting, I believe. He was the guy I was most excited about when we took over this team defensively. He's a run stopper type, but he's got 86 speed. You can see his physicals. He's got wrap up, grip breaker, and silver inside disruptor. So really, really solid player for us. He's at 90 overall now. He's been a captain for a while. He's a star in defense. All right, last key returning player, we got Kasim Gregg, 86 overall, run support, strong safety. He's got blow up and house call. He's been in our defensive backfield all 3 years. And I think he's the only one who has really bought in to what Coach O'Connell wanted to do. I know we lost a lot of our corners and free safeties as well. But Kasim Gregg has been somebody who's really bought in. All right, so there you have it. Our key returning players. All right, last thing we're going to do, we're going to redshirt our players. You don't necessarily have to do this. I think it's just easier in case I want to get Bierria in. It won't allow me, I'm assuming it won't allow me to get him in more than 4 games. So we'll redshirt the running backs there. Kurt Peterson will get one. All 4 of these freshman receivers will be redshirted. They're going to develop into something solid. All right, tight end wise, David Pack comes at 77. I think we're going to redshirt him. We've got Yeast up here as a junior. That way we'll have a redshirt junior, a senior, and these freshmen here. We'll have a pretty good tight end room. And then we'll get Carl Garvin redshirt and develop. Left guard, we're going to redshirt Keon Newson. He was an athlete we brought in. At the center position, Duck, solid player, but we got Vallejo we just brought in, so he'll redshirt with Stork and Lambo. These guys may play different positions here, but our offensive line is looking really good. I like the guys we're bringing in. Left end, Chiclo is going to get redshirted. Magnifico, they're going to be the Bash brothers for 5 years, hopefully, at UTSA. D tackle, we brought an athlete in, 1-star athlete, center Nate Sanders. We're going to redshirt him, let him develop. Grimm, he's going to start with a redshirt here. We're going to see. I actually forgot to change his overall coming in, so I'll do that later. But I'm tempted to get Grimm, to 78, 79, and then maybe have him be a starter later on in the season and tie that into his story. So we'll see how that goes, but he's redshirted for now. Middle linebacker, Shermer, I think, is going to go. Redmond will get redshirted, Goda and Emmanuel. I'm tempted to redshirt Shermer. We got Grimes here. We got Jasmine, we got Dillard, we got Young, maybe Grimm. And actually, now that I think about it, we're going to redshirt Shermer. We're going to have these 4 guys, and I think Grimm, we're not going to redshirt. We'll let him play. I know when he talked to Coach O'Connell, he said he was going to redshirt, but after talking with his support network, his sponsor, they all think he's ready. He feels ready, so he advocated to play and take that on. So Coach O'Connell is going to pull the red shirt. Grimm will look to maybe start at left outside linebacker, but for sure get playing time as a backup on the outside and in the middle as well. Vilvario actually may move to middle, Jasmine to right, Grimm here with Young. That would be a good combo. We might do that. At the cornerback position, we've got Apple and Gee up here. They're going to play right away. Machado. I hate to take away playing time from Machado, Tut, and Cabral, but if I redshirt Gee, he's going to be the same level as them. I could redshirt Apple, but I like having, True Blood up here, 2, 3, 4 with Machado. Tut can rotate in, Cabral can rotate in, then we'll redshirt Denson. So these guys don't necessarily need to play right away, but we'll find times to get them in. Maybe they rotate in at safety and back up Hernandez, but we'll find room for them. And at strong safety, Franco's going to redshirt. We got Wilkins. Newcomb made a huge jump. He's going to play as a number 2 strong safety. He'll push Ty Wilkins to get better. And Ty is a star development, so he'll respond to that challenge for sure. At kicker, we're going to redshirt Eifert. I'm hoping if I don't play Scruggs, if I don't have him on the depth chart, he'll redshirt. And then next year we'll have Eifert and Scruggs as redshirt kickers. So that's it for redshirting. Let's just run through the depth chart really quick and get our guys in the right spots. All right, QB-wise, I like Jolly here as a backup. Cher is going to be our option QB, flex bone QB. Amerson may get some reps there too. He does have better acceleration, better speed. Running back, Abraham Bickerstaff will hold it down. Boone and then Son and Nchukwu. Again, a star development guy, getting overtaken by a 1-star and an impact player here. But again, as a star development, he responds to the challenge. All of these guys are coached really hard. These first 2 have just it's clicked for them a little bit sooner than Nchukwu, but we're confident that Baraka will overtake these guys or be even with them as the seasons go. Fullback, we had Campagnaro. Bickerstaff will be the backup. If Campagnaro does get injured, we'll throw Folk, maybe Rossi or Babcock in there. But we'll face that when the time comes, if the time comes. Wide receiver, we got Toner. He's been doing well coming in as a JUCO sophomore. Fleming, Tinker. I'm gonna switch Tinker and Vaughn, and then Milburn's up there with Charbonnet. So 2 freshmen not cracking in the starting roles quite yet, but that's fine. They're going to learn a lot as a 5th and 6th receiver. Tight end, we're going Yeast and Rossi, and then Folk. Tempted to put Babcock here, but I like having the ability when we go 3 tight end sets, which we have a few of, to have Folk in there as a blocker. Left tackle, we got Costanzo. We're going to get Eifert behind him. Left guard, we got Ollie. We're going to go DeLuca behind him, and then Madden. At center, we got Vallejo, Sweet. I think that's it, yeah. I think Duck is redshirted. Right guard, we're going Colombo for Werda, and then Wake. Right tackle, we got Mendoza. And we're going to go Lutris. And then I like Flott there. I mean, I know we signed Yolito, but he may be just kind of emergency backup all around it when needed, if needed. At left end, we got Vasquez. He's going to be backed up by Cookus. And then do we have another left end? Chiclo's redshirted. So we'll get Tap there. Actually, Tap will go behind Vasquez and then Cookus. Because as you see, Halassi took the right end position. We assumed that it would be Tap, but Halassi, another kid out of Minnesota, worked his tail off and took that starting spot. He may be capped out. We do have incremental development going this season, so we'll talk about that and we'll get him developing as well. But then also at right end, we'll get, I think, Cookus behind him. Or maybe not even. Let's go Young. At D tackle, we got Sisk and Coppin, Bavaro, Small, and Laporta. Left outside linebacker, I think we are going to go, I like Grimm. I like his story. We're going to go with Grimm. Young will back him up. Tap, if we need it, will be there. At middle, we get Dante Ware. Villard's not going to back him up. We're going to move Young there, and then Jasmine. At right, we're going to go Jasmine, then maybe Grimm, or actually now, right can be Dillard, and then Jasmine, and then Young. So linebacker room is going to be Grimm, Ware, Young will back up at middle, and then Dillard will be our right outside linebacker. I like that linebacker group there. And we got a lot of guys redshirted who could fill in next year, or contribute next year, not even fill in. At corner, we got Trueblood. We're going to go Apple, Gee, and then Machado, and then Tut. The other guys we may try to work in as the seasons go. The other guys will try to work in as the season goes. But really like that cornerback room. We got a lot of guys in the defensive backfield now who are kind of bought into the philosophy and looking for a really solid year out of our defensive backs. Hernandez is going to start at free safety. Sparks will back him up. It was nice to get Hernandez in here as a JUCO guy. Sparks could have handled it, but just not quite ready. Not quite where we need him to be. But in 2 years, he will for sure be ready. And then we're going to get Cabral as the third one, just to get him some reps. At strong safety, we got Greg, and then Newcomb, and then Wilkins. I like that. Kicker, we're going to go Bortles. We're going to move Scruggs to 3. Hopefully he doesn't get any reps. Punter will be Bortles, and then Scruggs will be down here. Kick returner. I like Milburn back there. Chukwu is a good one for that as well. Punt returner. We're going to take Bickerstaff off there. Bickerstaff's going to be in the backfield. He's going to be in the slot. We don't need him returning punts, I don't think. So Milburn and Chukwu can be our returners. Kickoff specialists can be Bortles. Long snapper. Third down back, we're going to stick with Abraham. We like him out of the backfield. Bickerstaff will be there when he gets tired. And then Boone. Power back is going to be Bickerstaff. He does that really well. Slot receiver is going to be Bickerstaff. And then, Tinker is good in there. And then Vaughn. So we're not really going to see these freshman receivers a lot, right? They're still developing, which is why we brought Vaughn in. And so when we go 4 wide or 5 wide, it'll be Tinker and Vaughn. 4 wide will be Bickerstaff and Tinker. 3 wide will be Bickerstaff in the slot. At rush left end, we're going Vasquez. We're going to keep him there. If he gets tired, Jasmine can fill in. At rush right end, it's going to be Hilassi. He's going to hold it down. He's going to be a 3-down defensive guy. Tap will be ready behind him. And actually, can we get Tap here instead of Young? I like that. And then we'll put Ware at rush right end if needed. Rush D-tackle will be Sisk, Kopp, and Bavaro. Our D-tackles are solid this year. We got a lot of good options, although Sisk, I think by far and away is the best. Sub linebacker, we're going to keep Dillard. He's our best linebacker. He's going to be there. Jasmine will back him up, and then Ware. Slot corner, we're going to go Tut and Machado, and I'm actually going to get Machado up there just because he's a higher ceiling. And Trueblood's already a corner too, so we'll get Machado and Tut on there. Cabral just not quite ready, but we'll get him at 3 actually. And that'll be it. That's our depth chart. So again, really excited about this team. I think we can compete for a conference championship for sure. Beyond that, it's going to be how well we execute, how the guys develop. But I'm really looking forward to season 3. We went through a lot. We covered a lot. Hopefully you know the team a little bit better by now. And in the next episode, we're going to hit the ground running with season 3. So thank you for tuning in. And until the next one, keep gaming, keep growing, and keep celebrating those obscure victories. Game on.